So PTT is short for push-to-talk, right? And this is super popular with our off-road racers, just because it's instant communication. If you got a team of 30 people, you can put the same word in everybody's ear at the same time, you know? So starting off with the Iridium Extreme, this is almost the same phone as we were looking at on the other table, but it has two modes. It has a phone mode for calls and text, and then a PTT mode. And the PTT mode is just gonna be the push-to-talk mode. So when you push the button, it's gonna work like a traditional VHF radio, except we're using satellite network instead of VHF. If you use VHF, you know it has some limitations. If you don't have repeating stations or something nearby.
Yeah, the range is very limited on it.
Yeah, so this, we set up a talk group. You can be here in California, we can have somebody down at the tip of Baja, and we can have that instant communication, satellite to radio, anywhere in the world. You can set that talk group up anywhere in the world.
I think the other thing that people would really like about doing that is they don't have to use their team's race radio channel to be talking. So I know a lot of times, you know, the chase trucks talking to each other, they clog up their own race channel, so then the race car is having to hear their communication, whereas if they were using that, they can just talk without the race car having to hear it.
Yeah, it's a private, dedicated, encrypted channel. Nobody else is on it. No one else can hear it. It's you and your team only. So it can really give you a leg up on your competition with a lot of situations. So there's two different radios that'll do this PTT. I mean, there's more than two, but these are the two popular models, right? The Iridium 9575 and the ICOM, IC-SAT 100. This one does not have a phone mode. It'll do PTT only, but in my opinion, the voice call quality is really great compared to the Extreme. It's just a different system with the speaker. ICOM really nailed it. Super high quality product. You can feel it in hand, just like the quality of the build. That radio is only $1,200, I believe, right now, and then this one is going to be up around like $1,500.
So the main difference is this one you can make a phone call. This one is just the push to talk.
Exactly.
But this one sounds a little bit better. In
my opinion, they're both great. They're both great solutions. But this is the most recently released device on the Iridium network. They both work on the Iridium network. And in my opinion, they just nailed it. It's a really solid device. It's been really popular. And then the price point is really reasonable as well. Yeah. One other thing to consider with PTTs, just because not everybody's going to use these all year round. We do rent them, right? We rent all of this equipment that you've seen today. But it does require a 5-device minimum with any push-to-talk service. So if you're going to call in, set up your team with rentals or anything like that, or purchase, you need at least 5 devices. Okay. Hardware rents for around $50 a week usually. Unlimited North America PTT service is going to be $65 per line. I believe that's accurate still, right? Some things may fluctuate, but you can give us a call anytime. We got reps that help out with tech support, with sales. We can answer any question that you got. Mainline to the shop rings every phone in the company at 619-399-3800. So.
And then what is, I noticed in the background here, you have some PCI products.
Yeah, most definitely.
How does that work in with it?
Raphael is one of our techs here, and he can actually elaborate a little bit more on this. This is just to integrate with your VHF radio system.
So if people have these intercoms in their race cars or pre-runners, what does it do?
Yep, Raphael here. So pretty much we have worked with PCI to elaborate this AB switch that pretty much integrates with your existing intercom. It could be whatever type of intercom you have. What this AB switch does is pretty much allows you to connect your IC-SAT 100M satellite radio and your regular VHF radio you may have already installed in your race car. So with this A or B switch, you pretty much select what channel or frequency you want to be on. You could transmit on VHF. If your VHF is out of sight, out of range, it's not working, switch over to your B side, then your satellite radio kicks in.
So people can have this in the car with a external antenna on it too,
exactly,
correct?
Yes, correct. So this antenna right here is removable. Just pretty much screw it off. We have the external antenna, throw it on top of the roof, and that pretty much guarantee full signal bars anywhere in Baja.
So, yeah, there you go. So that's good for pre-running. If no matter where you are, you can be in contact through your intercom without having to stop and pull over and get out a phone. You can just talk right through the intercom.
And with your same intercom integration you already have in your vehicle, just plug this guy. We have some XLR cables you will need to plug into the AB switch, hooks up to your existing intercom, and that's pretty much the way to go.
One other thing to note with those antennas also, it doesn't require any permanent installation. These are all magnetic mount.
Yep.
And even though there's some like aluminum race trucks out there, there's all kinds of different bolt mounts. If it's temporary stuff, we even have to get zip tied that on some.
We have some zip ties.
It's off-road racers. They have zip ties and duct tape all over the place.
Exactly.
Good to go.
Yeah.
But then one really cool note on the the AB switch, you're still getting incoming on both channels,
You're
right?
still getting incoming on both channels. So if they're transmitting on your VHF radio, you're still going to get it on your intercom.
You'll hear both. It's just
exactly.
which one you're going to
transmit on one, and depending on which one you feel you're ready to use, either your VHF, your satellite radio. Like what Tyler was saying, this is pretty much, it has a 1.5 built-in watt speaker. It's fully water resistant, so you can submerge this guy in. We have pretty much customers that have brought these phones full of mud, water, and they're still working conditions.
Please don't do that though.
Yeah.
It takes a long time
On
to
the rentals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you own it, you can do it.
Right? But yeah, super solid devices, and these are definitely the most popular devices for anybody racing off-road stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's also a model of it, same device, but it's a headquarters unit. So that would be for, like, if you've got someone here in the States that's watching tracking or anything, wants to stay in tune with everybody down there.
Yeah, your base station.
Yeah.
Your base station, you want to go and install it in one of your chase trucks. You want something more permanently installed. I would definitely recommend this guy. You want something more portable that you can just pretty much hop on and jump on. It's going to go with this guy. And with the cables you need to integrate, we have them. We work with PCI, great guys, and pretty much standard XLR cables. 14-pin connectors to the intercom, and that's just pretty much your 2 XLR 5-pin connectors on the back of the AB switch.
Yeah, super simple.
Super simple setup.
Yeah.
Super
So
simple setup.
anybody that has one of these in their car could just literally add that in a couple hours.
Exactly.
Set up probably at the most, less than that even probably.
Exactly. Yeah, you just pretty much have to go and get the AB switch, your ICOMs, and just a couple cables. Run your antenna, and that's pretty much it.
Very
Yeah.
cool, very cool. Yeah, I think definitely having one of these at your base station is a big plus too, because like you said, you can literally be sitting anywhere in the world and be in contact with the whole race team with the push-to-talk. It's kind of like the MSAT, but this seems that this is a little bit newer technology.
Exactly.
And
It's
a little easier.
A lot similar with the MSAT. A lot easier, a lot more portable, a lot more affordable.
Yeah, I think an MSAT is $5,000 each, and how much were these if you buy them?
$1,200, and it's about $1,500.
So $1,200 and $1,500 and versus $5,000. You could
Per
almost
terminal.
get your whole team for the same price as one MSAT.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And if you need to ditch something and take it out and go, it's still going to work. It's not tied to your vehicle.
Yeah, you can grab it out of the vehicle, and if your vehicle has a problem, you can take it with you. If you're walking back somewhere or something, you can take it with you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
most definitely.
Exactly.
Biggest
You
perk for
don't rely on any line of sight. You could be 20 miles from each other or 200 miles from each other. It's still going to work the same.
Yeah.
Lies on the Iridium satellite constellation, so that's global coverage there.
Very cool.